what's happening in Tibet from the regional Tibet Youth Project. Let's give a warm welcome to Tenzin Pata.
Hello. Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for coming along. Today I think marks a very important milestone in the legacy of His Holiness Dr. Dalai Lama. It is the 24th anniversary of the Nobel Peace Prize conferred on His Holiness Dalai Lama. His Holiness Prince Delta has been a guiding light for the Tibetan people and humanity as a whole, and his unwavering commitment to non-violence, empathy, and dialogue is a testament to the power of compassion in a world often fraught with conflict and division. So I think today I introduce and advocate for the fundamental rights that define our humanity. It's the solemn duty to shed light on the harrowing plight of the Tibetan people who have endured unspeakable human rights abuses and the time of war. The situation in Tibet is a tragic narrative of a cultural suppression, religious persecution, and political oppression that strikes at the core of our shared values. For decades, Tibetans have faced a systematic assault on their identity and freedom perpetrated by detaining soldiers. Social suppression in Tibet is not merely about undermining traditions. It's the calculated effort to erase and instant heritage. The freedom of community, restriction on the private members, and the erosion of the social practices serve at the heart of the Tibetan people's identity. The religious persecution inflicted upon the Tibetans begins specifically along the institutions, rather than monarchies, and the rights of the practitioners have been rooted without relief, displaying a callous disregard for fundamental religious freedom. This assault on spirituality is an assault on the very essence of Tibetan way of life. Moreover, political oppression in Tibet is rampant. Tibetans repeatedly advocate for the right to face persecution, imprisonment, or even worse. Freedom of speech and expression are brutally curtailed and denying them the most fundamental human rights. The international community cannot turn a blind eye to such a egregious violation. We must stand in solidarity with the Tibetan people, amplifying their voices and holding the Chinese government accountable for its actions. It is incumbent upon us to demand justice, to press for accountability, and to call for an immediate cessation of these human rights abuses in Tibet. Let us collectively reaffirm our commitment to human rights, dignity, and freedom of all individuals, regardless of the nationality or creed. The fight of Tibetan people is not just their struggle. It's a struggle, it's a challenge to our collective conscience. We must see their call for justice, for without justice there can be no lasting peace. I just want to end with Free Tibet!
Free Tibet!
Free Tibet!
Free Tibet!
Free Tibet! Free Tibet!
Free Tibet!
Free Hong Kong!
Free Hong Kong!
Free Taiwan!
Free Taiwan!
Free Uyghurs!
Free Uyghurs!
Free Uzbekistan!
Free Uzbekistan!
Free Mongolia!
Free Mongolia!
People die!
People die! We want our freedom! We want our freedom! Now, now, now! Now, now, now! Thank you. So, I think we can also add one slogan would be when I say stop the occupation, right? Stop the occupation, just like what's happening in Tibet, what's happening with Uzbekistan, what's happening in Hong Kong, in Ukraine, and even in Gaza. So, when we say stop the occupation, response is stop the genocide. Right? Stop the occupation. 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 After that, we're going to have one round, a little bit. So volunteer? Oh, you want? Okay, come on. Yeah.
His Holiness the Dalai Lama.
One more.
Long live His Holiness Lama.
But the Filipinos are outside. We're chanting. The people united shall never be defeated.
People united shall never be defeated.
The people united
Shall never be defeated.
Make it in English. Coronel is here. Okay.
So, thank you guys for being here today. This is our reminder to China that they should stop these human rights violations. We're gonna
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, James. Thank you. All right.
Good morning. You know he's who thing? He Apple, Xin Jimmy. I am Jimmy Fan from United American Vietnamese Community in Northern California. We are very happy to be here with you guys. So I have something to share with you guys. And you know, we are united and present here, demanding freedom, democracy, and human rights for Tibet, Uyghur, Hong Kong, and the wisdom of invasion of China in Vietnam and Philippines. That's why we know Chinese Communist Party, we ask them to stop killing Falun Gong believers. Tibet and the Uyghur people. We ask Communist China to stop the invasion of the East. We denounce the genocide of the Chinese Communist Party. The CCP has killed too many innocent people. So far, over 1 million people died. Money at the hands of the religion. The Bolshevik revolution started in 1970. We know CCP is ever. And we are determined to carry out the struggle against religion. We need to do more to bring freedom and prosperity to those oppressors. Thank you. Thank you. Now with China Communist. Now with China Communist.
Now we now we CCP. Now we CCP. Freedom for Hong Kong. Freedom for Hong Kong. Freedom for Tibet. Freedom for Tibet. Freedom for Uyghurs. Freedom for Uyghurs. Freedom for Cambodia. Freedom for Cambodia. Freedom for Hong Kong. Freedom for Hong Kong. Freedom for Philippines. Freedom for Philippines. Freedom for Taiwan. Freedom for Taiwan. Thank you. Thank you. We want our freedom. We want our freedom. Now, we want our freedom. Now. People die. People die. People die. We want our freedom. Now. Free Tibet. Free Hong Kong. Free Vietnam. Free Taiwan. Free East Pakistan. Free Uyghurs. We want our freedom. We want our freedom. Now. People die. People die. You want our freedom. Now. Thank you. Before that, again, as we mark the 75th anniversary of the International Human Rights, just remember though, that in the 70s, when Deng Xiaoping represented China at the United Nations, he said himself that if one day China becomes a hegemonic power, that if one day China starts to suppress and oppress other people's rights, that the world has all the right to receive China. So we are just doing exactly what Deng Xiaoping has said long before. As we speak right now, in the last 2 days of this 40-foot convoy of professionals, journalists, young people, lawyers, and other civilians in the Philippines have sailed through the Ayungin Shoal, waiting at the Cebu area as per China, but not technically belong to the Philippines. They sail there amidst the provocation, bullying the Chinese vessels. So for us to help us understand and help us illuminate what the whole issue is on the West Philippine Sea, let me introduce to you a human rights lawyer in the Filipino community in San Francisco, Attorney Rodel. Whoa! Thank you. Hi, my name is Rodel. I was an elected official in the city. I served 18 years on the San Francisco Community College Board, including 3 times as president. And some of you may have gotten to the college, you know what I'm talking about. In 2011, we learned that China was sending oil rigs to the Philippines, to the West Philippine Sea, to occupy the shoals that are part of the Philippines. And so our group organized here in San Francisco and this facility. This was the t-shirt we did in 2011. In 2012, China occupied what they call the Scarborough Shoal, which is only 100 kilometers from Bataan, from the area around Zambales. exclusive economic zone is the Philippines. And China has about 200 boats surrounding the one Philippine boat that was there and drove the Philippines out. And now the fishermen who relied on the fishes that they got were not able to use it. This was the two things we did. It shows that shows the map of the Philippines where the Scarborough shows within the exclusive economic zone of the Philippines. And it says Scarborough is our show. At the back of this is a line from the Philippine national anthem. It says, "Never shall invaders trample our sacred," in the original shore, but we wanted to say our sacred show. And that's another one that says, "To the invaders, we will not let you come in. We will not let you invade us." So this was the T-shirt that we had. Some are still here. And we've had T-shirts over the years. In 2012, we organized globally in front of Chinese embassies and consulates all over the world. We were able to protest the invasion of China. More importantly, we met with the Secretary of Foreign Affairs of the Philippines, whom we knew because he was former Philippine ambassador to the U.S. And we met with him about stopping China. Because of the discussions we had, the Philippines took a more aggressive posture against China and filed an action with the United Nations Tribunal on the law of the sea. And that litigation resulted in a landmark unanimous ruling by the United Nations Tribunal on the law of the sea that China has no right to the so-called 9-dash line that says that the whole of the South China Sea belongs to China because someone drew a map that said that South China Sea belongs to China. So the United Nations is on record saying that China has to recognize the 200-mile around the Philippines, and that these shows belong to the Philippines. Unfortunately, while we won in the United Nations, China won the presidency of the Philippines because their candidate, Duterte, was elected president in the same year that we won our victory in the United Nations. And this president, Duterte, who is a traitor to the Filipino people, said that the victory we won was just a scrap of paper. These were his words. It's just a scrap of paper he can throw in the garbage can. When he went to China and so he even said that the Philippines should be a province of China. That's what that traitor Duterte has said. And he is ruled with an iron fist. In the Philippines, more than 27,000. How many ago? I think it's more than 35,000 Filipinos have been killed in the anti-drug war, where people on motorcycles would just go and kill people because they were accused of illegal drugs. And now he's being brought before the International Criminal Court. But his action during his 6 years was always in favor of China against the interests of the Filipino people. But now, after being reversed, we have a new administration that has sided with the U.S. and allowed bases in the Philippines to be used to defend the Philippines against China. Unfortunately, his vice president is the daughter of the former dictator Duterte. So if China becomes more displeased with him, it is possible he will be removed, and the vice president will become the president, and we will be back to the defense corruption and subservience to peace. So we're worried. Also said, the Ayungin show is only 100 kilometers outlet the human soul. The Philippines has a boat, an old ship that is strength in the human soul so that the Philippine Navy can have a base there. But China is preventing replenishment of supplies, food, water to the Philippine Navy people in the human soul on board the Sierra Madre. Because the Philippines Navy couldn't go in, a month ago, a convoy of Philippine boats, a humanitarian mission to bring food, water, and supplies was brought to, went to the human soul. But we learned that the Chinese Navy hit them with water cannons to prevent them from being able to reach the Sierra Madre. So it's an ongoing attempt by China to take over. The skills that they've taken over is to build air bases. They're now, they've been converted, they've been able to build Air Force bases where they can be able to fly from there. If they occupy all of these areas, they will claim, they now claim that it's part of China because of the 200-mile road that is the Philippines is part of China because it's within the 200-mile radius of these shows that these bases. That's why it is a threat. That's why we're saying that the survival of the Philippines as a sovereign nation is going to depend on our ability to defend our soul. And we must not let China occupy the West Philippine Sea because that means they will occupy the Philippines. So we're with you as we have been for the last 12 years, and we will continue to fight for it. Thank you. Thank you, Mel. Let's take the Mel with the chance when we say West Philippine Sea.
Please charge.
West Philippine Sea! West Philippine Sea! Stop the island! Stop the island! Fire sales! Fire sales! Taiwan! The South Island! The Tuna Island! West Philippine Sea! West Philippine Sea! We heard that when there was a convoy, the 40-boat convoy that went with him and over, the Philippine soldiers were hanging on to defend the island. There should be at least 400, which 400 people, which includes journalists all over the world. This is again a declaration that we are resisting the hegemony and domination of China in that region. When I say stop the occupation, response is stop the genocide. And again, people say to the incarceration of at least 2.2 million Uyghurs, to the genocidal, to the cultural genocide in Tibet, to the genocide in Ukraine, to the genocide in Gaza. We declare to the world that as people of the world, we want peace and we hate war. We are against occupation. Stop the occupation! Stop the occupation! Stop the occupation! So we're gonna set remarks, and then when we end, we're back to the building. We're gonna hold on to the picture and face the camera and share the part. All right, so we have to start checking now with remarks. Let's we'll go to the other mic. China live! China live! China live! China live! China live! Viva Mai! It's Pakistan! China out now! It's Pakistan! Tibet! Tibet! Mongolia! Mongolia!
Charge. Power off.
Stop the occupation! 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 We'll tear the picture apart. We don't have to silence occupation. Rồi, brother and sister, this is for the last 4,000 years, always try to occupy Vietnam. But the Vietnamese always stand up, so that's why they're not succeed yet. But now they start a new way of occupation. Not only Vietnam, after the rest of the United States, they occupy Thailand, Cambodia,